of safety and comfort. So we're all entitled to feel safe. We are not entitled to be comfortable, especially when your comfort kills other people, whether it's figuratively or literally. And so at the end of the day, like, first of all, I don't have free speech. Let's just be real with that. We don't have free speech, because if we said some of the things that people say, we would be anything, just insert any negative thing that would happen. From getting hate mail to having death threats, things like that. The reality is that if free speech was really free speech, this would be a different conversation. But we are not a part of that.
Right. And again, we live in an institution that supports these white supremacist ideas. And so with that, you know, racist statements are considered free speech and they are protected. And, you know, it is, you can have your opinion, you can think whatever you want, but when your opinion infringes on others' rights and it harms someone, then it is wrong, and that's unacceptable. And the fact that we have institutions that support that really speaks to institutional racism and the things that we're trying to combat.
And one of the things we have to realize is I read a study recently that showed empirically that emotional abuse and trauma is far longer lasting and more impacting than physical trauma, which includes sexual trauma, which is terrifying. So understand that the cyberbullying, this hate speech culture that we're within is perpetuating the fact that we are not valuable enough to feel safe.
There is a sickening exploitation or pornography of Black pain that uplifts every white supremacist structure that is ingrained in our country and our nation and the way that we operate. And so if you look on media, if you look on, you know, other places, generally folks of people of color are painted as bad. They're scrutinized for their actions and their words. When you look at college riots that happened with Casey and they tore down the Gold Coast and Powder Lake, it was just a bunch of rowdy college students. And we juxtapose that with protests in Ferguson, and it was a riot and it was violent and it was all these different things. So the language is even used. So free speech is very much a structure that does not apply to people of color ever. And there is a special weight that free speech carries because it's generally hate speech that oppresses and continues to oppress Black people especially.